reigning Carling Cup winners went into the new campaign full of optimism. With the silverware still sitting proudly in the entrance hall of the Lane, the club embarked on a roller coaster of a season that included incredible comebacks, demolitions of the top teams, managerial changes, high-profile departures, reuniting with old favourites and another cup final. No one could have predicted what would happen in the 2008-2009 campaign. It all started way back towards the end of the 2007-8 season, when early money was spent on Croatian Luka Modric, who put pen to paper before the season had come to a close. The talented midfielder was instrumental in the defeat of England in the European Championship qualifiers, and his performance in the finals gave the fans a taste of things to come in the new season. One day Ramos also brought in the highly rated Brazilian international Aurelio Gomes from PSV Eindhoven. The signing brought to an end the Spurs career of Paul Robinson, who opted to move to Blackburn in the search for regular first-team football. Meanwhile, the management plundered Barcelona and brought in promising youngster Giovanni dos Santos. The final big money transfer before the new campaign kicked off was the capture of England international and Blackburn talisman David Bentley. Timu Tainio, Pascal Chimbonda and Steve Malbranc left to join Sunderland. Also on the move were Yunus Kabul, Anthony Gardner and young Pio Lee, who went in search of first-team football. But the sad news for Spurs fans was that Robbie Keane, who after a 6-season love affair with Tottenham Hotspur, expressed his desire to play for Liverpool, the team he supported as a boy. The fans' favourite had entered an elite group of Spurs players by scoring 100 goals for the club and was instrumental in the Carling Cup victory last season. His departure was a sad day for everyone associated with the club, but it wasn't the last they were to hear from the Irish wizard. The new season began with a tough trip to Middlesbrough. New signings Gomez, Modric, Bentley and Dos Santos all made their debut on another opening day to forget for Spurs.
Jonathan Woodgate making sure the Middlesbrough fans can get the boos out of their system. He's done well. This is Giovanni. Loves to run with the ball, Giovanni. Bent to his left, so too Bentley. It's David Bentley away from Wheater. Almost a terrific goal.
Yeah, nice run from Giovanni.
This is Lennon. Zakora on the overlap here. Two in white in the middle. Goes in towards Bent and Giovanni. And that really could have gone anywhere. As it is, it will be a corner to Tottenham.
That's better from Spurs. Zakora this time. Plenty of time and space, and he whips that ball in behind the defence.
Not being given, it's being ruled out.
And Wheater saying to the referee, well actually it was me that was fouled, and I think he might have a case there. The arm's up.
Danny will get another chance. Still plenty forward, Alves with a flick off the bar and turned in. David Wheater gets his goal. Middlesbrough lead.
Well, they haven't really dealt with the clearing the lines well all afternoon. Spurs here, it comes straight back in, low hard cross, near post, fantastic touch from Alves, and Wheater just anticipating, happy to smash it home.
O'Neill, Middlesbrough on the verge of a second goal here. This is Digor who can hit them. Oh, and turned in. It's Mido. It just had to be him. He comes back to haunt his former club. The new leaner, Mido, has struck on opening day.
Good break, good passing to O'Neill. It looks here as if the move's broken down, but then all of a sudden, back of the net, game over.
Final minute of stoppage time. Tottenham looking for a consolation, anything to hang on to. Going into the second game of the season. Oh, and almost an own goal. It is an own goal. Jones beaten by his own man. David Wheater, second goal of the game. This time, wrong end.
Well, it's been a mixed afternoon for him, hasn't it, to say the very least. Better ball in from Bentley, flatter, pacier, and Wheater's stretching to deal with it, and all he can do is help it past Brad Jones.
7 of their 8 pre-season matches. Tottenham Hotspur, they beat the likes of Celtic and Borussia Dortmund. Roma 5-0. The shot hits the post from Malbranc. Gomez was beaten there, no doubt about it. And that's as close as we've come to a goal in this game. Steve Malbranc will joof. That's a goal kick.
He's a very fortunate goalkeeper because he sees it late. He doesn't really react quick enough. It really was a tremendous strike from all of 20-25 yards. A very good first 45 minutes for Sunderland. Roy Keane will be very pleased.
Reed with the ball in, and this is Richardson! It's just got worse for Tottenham Hotspur. Delight for Kieran Richardson and Sunderland here in North London.
This is a terrific strike. Jermaine Jean is just asking the question of Mike Dean as to whether there was a handball. But he really did strike it as cleanly as he possibly could.
Well, a goal could change the mood here completely. Bentley bombs it in, and it should be, but it isn't. Well, Bale was there, Woodgate was there, but the ball didn't, as we all thought for a second, nestle in the back of the net.
That's a tremendous ball, isn't it, from David Bentley? And how that has not ended up in the back of Sunderland's net is beyond belief.
Giovanni looking really lively, really keen to haul Tottenham back into this game. Genus and Modric, and Modric again. Keeper saves, but Genus is on hand. It was coming, and it was coming from JJ.
That was a good block initially, but Modric just picks it up again, threads his way through a number of bodies, and Craig Gordon again just doesn't get big enough hand on the twig to knock the ball away to safety. Instead it just falls invitingly to the feet of Jermaine Jean.
Murphy. Plenty of bodies in the penalty area. It's Cisse! It's a debut goal for the Frenchman. And Sunderland are back into the lead.
That's just about his first touch since he's been the most important of all.
After back-to-back defeats, the team were eager to bounce back. We're better than at Stamford Bridge, where a battling performance earned a draw and halted Chelsea's 100% start to the season.
Chelsea masterful and mighty impressive here on day one as they demolish Portsmouth. Here's Frank Lampard, goes for the chip! And it's a terrific save by Gomez. Half of Stamford Bridge was already celebrating that.
I'm sure he would have done his homework on the attacking plays for Chelsea. Great execution from Lampard. It's an exercise in concentration. Tottenham at the moment.
Oh, and Anelka might just find a way through. It was a glorious chance.
He'll be disappointed in the poor finish for him.
And all the best laid plans can be unpicked, and Chelsea very nearly doing that. It's given them a lift. It's Michael Essien, he can hit them. Goodness me, can he hit them? Only denied by the woodwork, and Woodgate puts it behind.
Fantastic strike. Looks like it's going over, just dips at the last second. Gomez doesn't even get a fingertips to it.
Well, having looked cool, calm and collective defensively, they suddenly look a little bit shaky. Deco with the corner. Oh, and an own goal. Giuliano Belletti, the closest Chelsea player to it. And after knocking and knocking, Chelsea have found their way through.
It's actually a poor corner from Deco. Yeah, it's Belletti's goal. Just bounces up, hits Belletti on the thigh. He celebrates as if he meant it.
And this one has come to Darren Bent as Spurs equalise on the stroke of half-time. Something out of nothing, and they will go in level.
You'd have thought that he's got a couple of games without a goal. There's that one touch just to set himself. Well, Modric is actually looking to play it through Frank Lampard's legs. Ends up going through his own goalkeeper's legs there. Petr Cech comes out, no fault or blame at all attached to him. And Spurs are level.
Lampard. Woodgate in with the challenge. Howard Webb waves it away.
He's able just to stand his ground. Half blind and gets a big foot onto it.
As the transfer window came to a close, Spurs took the opportunity to continue to invest in the club and brought in highly rated Russian Roman Pavlyuchenko. Also moving south from Manchester City was young defender Vedran Chorluka, who'd impressed in his first season in the Premier League. But the biggest story to hit the headlines during the busy deadline day was the conclusion of the on-off transfer saga concerning Dimitar Berbatov. After months of speculation, a deal was finally agreed with Manchester United for a fee worth in the region of £30 million. A deal that also saw talented England under-21 international Fraser Campbell move to the Lane on a season-long loan.
I just want to learn as much as I can from training every day. The coach, the manager and the coaching staff have good reputation, so hopefully I can learn a lot from them. And playing every other week, playing as many games as I can, scoring as many goals as I can, and just learning from the Premiership, getting a Premiership experience is my main aim for the year.
At the end of the month, the problems were clear to see. It was a tentative start to the season. 2 defeats and a draw left Spurs 19th in the league and desperate for some better luck. However, it was apparent it wouldn't be materialising anytime soon, as the third 2-1 defeat of the season was endured at the hands of Aston Villa.
Petrov switches it left to Shorey. He's seen a lot of the ball early on. Here's Young. Nice turn. Huddleston for company. Well worked by Ashley Young. And now Villa have the chance to cause some pressure. Carew leaves it, and Villa take the lead. Nigel Reo-Coker, unmarked, left alone, and can finish for Aston Villa. And Villa take an early lead in the capital. Nigel Reo-Coker's cool finish from close range gives Villa the early advantage. His first goal of the season, and a bit of trickery from Ashley Young opens up Tottenham Hotspur. Decent ball into the feet of Ashley Young. Young away from Dawson, still going, Ashley Young scores! It's 2 for Villa, it's a mistake by Gomez, it's delirium for the travelling claret and blue, and Ashley Young, who's had a magnificent night on the left-hand side, doubles Villa's advantage. Not one that Gomez will want to see too many times on replay, but Ashley Young's shot wriggles under the Brazilian, and 9 minutes into the second half, Villa are 2 to the good. It has stayed strong. Giovanni to Jenis. Lennon's ball in. Pavlyuchenko claiming the corner. And Curtis Davis has been a Trojan at the back for Villa tonight. Tottenham players claiming it came off him last. They may have a case. Bentley bends it in, looking for Darren Bent. Out by Reo-Coker, deflected and in. And Darren Bent with a fortuitous deflection gives Tottenham hope with 4 minutes to play. Well, Tottenham Hotspur have pressurised Aston Villa for much of the second half. The Villa defence has held firm almost to the end, but they're going to have an awkward final few minutes here. Jenis driving the ball in, Bent deflecting it home.
With the league season getting off to a stuttering start, it was important that the European adventure didn't end prematurely.
And here they come on the attack now. There's a shot, it wasn't far away. Well, the shot came in from Radoslav Sobolewski. He found space in midfield. He went for the shot, and it was just past the post. Woodgate's header. Bent flicks it on nicely. Giovanni has Lennon to his left. Here he is. Bale tries to start the overlapping run. Lennon gets into the area. Low cross play to the far post. Bentley! There's the lead! And it's David Bentley's first goal for Tottenham. And isn't he enjoying it? Good run by Lennon. Goes out of play by Zakora. Well, David Bentley's given the home fans something to cheer about. There's a chance! Gomez is beaten, and that's the equaliser. Well, the lead has only lasted for a matter of 1 minute. And the goal has come from Thomas Zierzak. But it all came from the throw-in. Zakora gave it away. Bogowski played the ball in. Pajinski. There's a shot! Fine save again by Gomez. Well, it was Rafael Bogowski, the Polish international. Once again, Gomez at full stretch. Good save. Wanda Ramos will be hoping that Tottenham take things further. There's Fraser Campbell. Here's Bale, Tottenham pushing forward. Bale gets it back. Genius is onside. There's Bent, it's 2-1! I'm not sure, no, the offside flag is up, it won't count. Genius was definitely onside there. That's not offside, and nor was that. That was not offside in my opinion. It's a very harsh decision. Here's Campbell, pulled it down nicely. Needs some support. Delivers a good ball to the far post, there's Bent! That's the goal! Oh, Fraser Campbell has turned things round, and Darren Bent was on the end of a delightful cross into the area. I have to say it's been the best delivery for Tottenham so far. He looked up, he saw where Darren Bent was, and Darren Bent leant well to nod it into the net. Great cross in by Campbell and a great leap by Bent.
Kumas. He's had it taken off him by Ben. Pavlyuchenko inside the penalty area. Ben tries to go for goal himself. He's going to get a second chance, and it's saved by Kirkland. Well, he made the chance all for himself here, Darren Bent. Pickpocketed Jason Kumas. Had a look up and saw Pavlyuchenko in the area, but tried to go himself. Luis Valencia. It's a header from Heskey, and this is Paul Scharner who can hit them from range, and he forces Gomez into a good save. Had to take it early there, Scharner. Tottenham surging forward here with Aaron Lennon, two in the middle. We get another chance here to cross. That's a lovely turn, and surely that's a penalty. And the referees waved this away, the challenge by Figueroa. It's fallen for Lennon. Drags the shot wide. And that's more than a half chance.
The defence of the Carling Cup began with a very tricky tie against a Newcastle side in turmoil following the shock departure of manager Kevin Keegan.
And Zogbia has butt in support here. Well, that's casual. And this is Roman Pavlyuchenko. Well, plenty of numbers forward here, Tottenham. Jermaine Genius now. O'Hara to Lennon. Three in the middle to Amat. One is Pavlyuchenko! That's his first goal for Spurs, and didn't he take it well? All about the cross from Lennon. It was pinpoint. Made it so easy for the big Russian. Well, they could be in again here, Spurs. It's Jamie O'Hara, and they are in, and they double their lead. And Jamie O'Hara seizing on the error by Stephen Taylor. Still had a lot to do though, and that's a good finish. Taylor so complacent. Time almost up. Another chance here to get one back. Oh, it's spilled to Owen. Well, he doesn't miss those sort of chances. Spilled by the keeper, and Owen gobbles it up.
Little to deliver the free kick. Well, there was a big shout for a handball there. What has he given? He's given a penalty. He has. For a moment I thought he was pointing the other way, but he has given it. And the former Tottenham player, Jermaine Defoe, on his first appearance against his old club, has the perfect opportunity to give his new club, Portsmouth, the lead. Smashed into the corner, Gomez guessed the right way, but there was so much power and pace on the shot, he couldn't stop it, and Pompey sail into the lead. Brilliant run there from Zakora. He was just caught. It might be another card.
Well, physically, that's what he can do, Didier Zakora. And he's such a key player for Tottenham.
Could get worse. Jermaine Defoe on the ball, setting it up for Traore to smack one. The goalkeeper has lost it, and Crouch pounces. It's another mistake by the Brazilian Gomez, but Portsmouth don't care.
Well, I don't think we can fault Gomez too much. That ball from Armand Traore was hit with so much power. It's straight out the keeper, just fizzes up off his hands. Good play from Jermaine Defoe, unselfish. That's a fantastic strike.
I'm quite happy to let Spurs have possession here, but maybe not here. Doesn't matter anyway. Giovanni couldn't do anything with it. Lennon's cross shot.
It's a great effort, really. It's a great save from David James.
It's a clever ball right into the path of Diarra, and just still with his first touch took it away from himself. Now he has been yellow carded, and to me that's harsh.
The silly boy, Alan.
At the end of September, the league was not happy reading for Spurs fans. Lying bottom after 6 games was not part of the plan. Luckily, the club had the welcome distraction of the UEFA Cup and a return leg away in Poland.
Chance to attack Piotr Broszek. Good ball, Genus. Well marshalled by Sobolewski. In by Gunter. Flicked away by Bashinsky. Kept alive by Bale. Not a bad ball in, bent. And Campbell it is. 1-0 to Spurs. 3-1 on aggregate. Bent was on the far, Campbell was on the near, and it's Campbell who gets the goal. He sets up the winner at White Hart Lane for Bent. He maybe has scored the decisive goal here, and actually, looking at that, maybe it was an own goal from the defender. Here's Junior Diaz, on towards Pavel Broszek. He'll get there, Pavel Broszek, and he'll score. 1-1, game on.
The Tottenham centre-backs really have to look at themselves there. It's just a straightforward ball through.
Progression to the UEFA Cup group stages was secured. Spurs were drawn in Group D and would be facing Italians Udinese, Croatian champions Dinamo Zagreb, Dutch outfit NEC Nijmegen and highly rated Russian Spartak Moscow. It was clear that qualification to the knockout stage for the 3rd time in 3 seasons would be no easy task. European success, however, was merely papering over cracks as Spurs played out 2 dismal performances against the newly promoted side, starting at home to Hull.
Oh, what about that from Giovanni? A blockbuster of a free kick. He did it down the road at Arsenal a week ago, and he's repeated the trick against Tottenham. Oh, well. Gareth Bale, he's seen what Giovanni can do with a free kick, and he's clipped the crossbar with one of his own.
Sabibi's flick, this is Kitson. Oh, Bale could have let Soers in here, and he's been brought down, and it's a penalty kick to Stoke, and the card is red for Bale. The referee Lee Mason in no doubt at all. And this is the 4th time he's tried to take this, the wind swirling around the stadium. Now he takes it, and now he scores. Danny Higginbottom's first goal of his 2nd spell at the Britannia Stadium. Into the bottom corner. Spurs looking lively here. This is Leonard. Hutton. 3 inside the penalty area. Might fall here for Darren Bent. who scores for Tottenham. Spurs back on level terms, maybe a hint of offside. It was certainly fortunate the way it fell to Ben. But then Spurs are due a bit of luck, you might say. Now Sidibe, Delap's in the middle, and Delap scores for Stoke, who regain the lead here. He couldn't miss. All the hard work done by Sidibe, a measured cross. 11 minutes of stoppage time for that earlier injury to Vedran Chorluka. And this is Source again to run at the Spurs defence. He's brought down by Woodgate, and it's a penalty kick. Little in the way of complaint from Jonathan Woodgate. And Stoke have their second spot kick of the afternoon. It's Ricardo Fuller who will take it. Oh, incredible! And Delap on the rebound, who's also hit the woodwork. Stoke denied 3 times by the frame of the goal in the space of a couple of seconds. And that's another strong challenge by Dawson. Now it's a red card and Tottenham are down to 9 men. Aaron Lennon. It's a decent ball in there and appeals for handball. The header was from Ben and it was off the arm, wasn't it, of Griffin? Fuller. He could seal it here. Woodgate backpedaling. It's still Ricardo Fuller. Goodness me.
The defeat to Stoke was a low point for all associated with Spurs. The team went into the first group game of the UEFA Cup completely void of confidence, and it showed as Spurs crashed to defeat.
It's a very enjoyable match so far, right? Well, I've been very impressed with Tottenham, I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't really expecting a first 20 minutes or so what they've given, you know, uncomforting. Oh,
Gomez. Oh, dear me, what is he doing there? That was surely a dive. It's a penalty.
I think it was a penalty. I think his arms are all around him. What a poor decision that is from Gomez. His touch was dreadful. He's taking it back into Quagliarella.
And what's the decision? It'll be a yellow card for Gomez. Di Natale, 1-0. Oh, dreadful for Tottenham Hotspur. And when your season is as bad as their season has been so far, isn't that the sort of thing that happens to you?
Absolutely, John. You're spot on with that.
That's a foul. That's a yellow card. Coming back from Bale. Making any progress forward, and this may well be another yellow card. I mean, harm has already been booked, and it's a dismissal for Tottenham Hotspur. And that could cause problems now for Tottenham because they've thrown so many bodies forward. It's 4 against 3. Gomez is hesitating. It's Pepe. Still Pepe. Off the post and in. A touch fortunate, maybe, but Simone Pepe has surely ensured all 3 points for Udinese.
That defeat was the final game in charge for head coach Juande Ramos, who had guided the club to League Cup honours. Spurs decided to alter the management structure and style, appointing Harry Redknapp as manager of the club. One of the highest-rated managers in Premier League history, Harry had worked wonders with various clubs, not only avoiding relegation, but also turning Portsmouth into FA Cup winners. The first job was clear, get the club's first league win of the season. The mission started at home against Bolton.
David Bentley. Pavlyuchenko, fine finish. And the Harry Redknapp era at White Hart Lane is up and running. League goal for Spurs, his first at White Hart Lane. Wonderful cross from Bentley made it, but he still had lots to do and did it brilliantly. Owasu Akoto has played that into the path of Taylor. Gomez came a long way, still might be a chance here for Davis. Oh, just wide. A real let-off for Spurs and Gomez. Nolan was in there as well. And it was heart-in-mouth stuff as that drifted towards goal. Huddleston. It's a strong challenge from McCann, who could be in trouble here. 11 minutes into the second half, and he's sent off by Andre Mariner. Modric, lovely first touch. The second wasn't bad either. And Jääskeläinen saves brilliantly, but has he brought down Ben? Yes, he has. Penalty to Spurs. It's Bent against Jääskeläinen, and Bent scores. And Harry Redknapp has the 2-goal lead he craved. And Spurs are surely on their way to all 3 points here.
I've took teams over before. I remember coming back to Portsmouth and taking a team over there that were bottom of the league and thinking to myself, my God, what do I do with this lot? You know, watching the first game. But here today, you know, some of the football was absolutely, I thought it was superb. The quality of the play and everything was top class.
Pavlyuchenko's first league goal of the season had helped earn victory, lifted the spirits of the club and sent the players to the Emirates to face Arsenal with fire in their bellies. It would be an incredible night of high drama, great strikes, 8 goals and a last-minute twist.
Off we go then in front of this massive crowd of 60,000 on the usual pristine playing surface here at Arsenal. It was just the same in Highbury.
Here's the challenge. Now, was that a free kick? I'm not so sure.
Anyone who left early, and there were quite a few thousand, simply won't believe this scoreline. Arsenal 4, Tottenham 4. They better believe it.
You know, you'd always take a point, you know, especially the situation we're in. That's 4 points we picked up this week in 2 difficult games. So, and we've got another big game Saturday with Liverpool, but we can go into that with some confidence now. And the dressing room's buzzing, the lads are up, and we know we can give Liverpool a real game on Saturday.
It's the best game I've ever been involved in for emotion. You know, I'm just on emotions and from being up from the goal. But the whole finish was for me. You know, to just keep thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to wake up in a minute.
The result was less important than the performance and the character that the team showed. It was a sign of things to come, but the upturn in results had not made an impact on the league position, still lying bottom, but only a win away from safety. That victory would come in the very next game as Spurs began to assert their quality on the best teams in the division, with a resolute performance against the league leaders.
Yes, Kevin Bond alongside Harry Redknapp there. Tim Sherwood yesterday confirmed that he would join the coaching staff in some capacity. Here's Robbie Keane. Dirk Kuyt! What a goal! Inside 3 minutes, Dirk Kuyt for Liverpool.
Gets its way into Keane, just turns on the edge of the box. I'm not sure he was actually passing, I think he was going for himself. Kuyt took it off him. Smashes it past Gomez. No chance for Gomez.
Agger. Modric! Great hit. But Reina was sufficiently well placed to deny him.
Well, Tottenham had more players in the danger area when the ball was played forward. It was knocked down. Modric got to it first. Good strike between defenders.
It's Kuyt. It's off King. It's Gerrard. It's off the post.
Steven Gerrard had the second shot. It was Kuyt had the first one. It hits Ledley King on the arm, bounces off the ground. Oh, a good touch.
Oh, short from Gomez. Danger here. Gerrard off the bar.
He's talking to Ledley King. Ledley King turned his back on him here. Look, had a little look up. Great work from Keane. Gerrard, great vision.
Mitchell Luca now. Bent. Is he going to keep it in? He's done brilliantly to keep it in. And it's away by Xavi Alonso for the corner.
Better from Tottenham. Bent doing well down that left-hand side. Knocked it past Kuyt.
Not even been a nutmeg. Just lifts it to the far post. Nothing Reina could do about it.
Tottenham level, midway through the second half.
He's marking tightly, goes up to win the ball. It comes off the outside of his head. It's an own goal. No one on the post for Liverpool. It's not how they defend.
It's a sweet turn by Bentley. Going for the corner. That's a great save by Reina. Pavlyuchenko! Tottenham have it in stoppage time.
Cuts inside. Carragher, great strike, great save. Bent does well to keep it in play, and Pavlyuchenko, good awareness.
Within 2 minutes, we're 1 down against a team that doesn't concede too many goals. So it was game on for us, but we stuck in there, and in the end, it was a fantastic result. Got us off the bottom of the league, which was good as well. That was important. But it was a tough week, you know. Arsenal away, Liverpool at home. You'd have said, well, 2 tough games after the Bolton win last week, but to take 7 points is a fantastic return.
New set pieces could be key to get back in the game. We managed to win a few, and it looked a little bit dangerous from there. And that kind of gave us the lift that we needed. And it's tremendous effort from the lads to come back from a goal down and beat a team like Liverpool.
The new manager had instilled confidence in a lot of the squad, none more so than Darren Bent, whose stop-start Spurs career was about to be catapulted into dreamland with a virtuoso display against Dinamo Zagreb.
Nicely flicked on by Bentley. Modric goes to collect. Delivers across, Huddleston misses it. Here's Bent. Is it the lead? It is! Tottenham have the lead through Darren Bent. We approach the half-an-hour mark. Nicely flicked forward by Bentley. Modric do well to keep it in play. Delivered the cross. Huddleston couldn't get a touch. Bent controlled it well. It may have taken a deflection off Biscan.
29 minutes exactly from number 10, Darren Bent.
There's Modric. It's past Ibanez. He's on fire tonight, Modric. Nice idea, just too strong for Bentley. Gets it back though. Here's Huddleston. Forward to Bent, he's through! Is it 2? It is! 2 goals in 3 minutes has surely seen Tottenham through now to their first 3 points. Really can't afford to give Tottenham that much space on the edge of the area. Nice finish by Bent.
55 seconds, a second for number 10, Darren Bent.
Kevin Bond and Harry Redknapp assess the situation. Bell gets it back from the throw. Modric is onside. Still Modric. Good save by the keeper. Good well to get the shot in. It was a difficult angle there. Luka Modric. Good save by the young 20-year-old goalkeeper. Huddleston! Oh yes! What a goal that was, straight off the training pitch. 58 minutes gone, and Tom Huddleston brings the crowd to their feet. On the volley, 30 yards, picked that one out. Goalkeeper had no chance. That was superb. Huddleston breaks away from 2 challenges. Through to Bent. Is this the hat-trick? It is! It's for the second assist by Tom Huddleston, but it's Darren Bent that will get the headlines for his first hat-trick for Tottenham. He completes his first hat-trick for Tottenham.
4th goal for Spurs, scored after 69 minutes and 13 seconds.
3 wins and a draw in quick succession was a great start to the manager's Spurs career, and it showed no signs of stopping as the team travelled north to big spending Manchester City.
This is Robinho. It'll open up for them here, right? Phillips trying to wriggle it through for Sal. And Robinho! He's at it again!
who just continued his run into the box. He makes the pass, and he's on his way now into the central area, hoping that something might break his way, and it's sat up beautifully for him.
Asuakoto. Modric caught there as he tried the drag back.
Hooking.
That's Bent. Genius into Bentley. Caught by Gelson Fernandez, who's in big trouble here, already been booked, and now he is off.
He's trying to play the ball, it's a fraction out.
This is Modric. Oh, and a mistake there by Richard Dunn. Could well be punished here by Bent. He's in and scores. Darren Bent, on a real hot streak at the moment, is 6th in 5 games and Spurs level.
All of a sudden it's through him. Bent still had a lot to do. Could have hit it with his right foot, switched onto his left. Joe Hart already committed, and it's a terrific finish.
Richard Dunn with a moment to forget. Trying to work the opportunity. Bent! Oh, and Hart is beaten! And Tottenham finally have their lead against the 10 men.
Well, it's the only place he scores there. I don't think he's going to beat Joe Hart at his near post. The only place he can score is going across him inside the far post, and what a terrific finish. Great hold up from Genius. Had to wait on Ben getting round the outside. What a terrific finish. I think Joe Hart does an awful lot wrong there.
Bent has got the better of Dunn again, but not the second time. An interesting decision for Mike Dean to make here, and it is a red.
Did Richard Dunn deny Bent a goal-scoring opportunity? He probably did.
Dietmar Hamann. He's caught there by Asuakoto, and Mike Dean goes to his pocket again. And he's already been booked, and he is off, a third sending off of the afternoon. Asuakoto booked before for kicking the ball away. His second means that Spurs are down to 10 men now.
To pick up 10 points as we have the last 4 games has been terrific form. Some tough games, you know, away to Arsenal, away to Man City, home to Liverpool, home to Bolton, you know, tough fixtures, and if we hadn't have had a good run, we would have been in big trouble.
It was clear that Spurs' defence of their Carling Cup trophy would not be made easy for them. Liverpool were the next team to face, and as they had done earlier in the month, the club humbled their high-flying opponents, Fraser Campbell grabbing his first goals for Spurs along the way.
Ball to Campbell, running it heavier. Campbell does well to keep it in play. Pull back, Pavlyuchenko! 1-0, 38 minutes gone. Roman Pavlyuchenko did what he did against Liverpool in the league a couple of weeks ago and gets on the score sheet. But you've got to say that's all thanks to Fraser Campbell. Here's O'Hara. Played forward, again one for Campbell to get to. He's done brilliantly. Fraser Campbell! It's 2-0, and Fraser Campbell celebrates a much-deserved goal. His first goal for Tottenham. He's got to be careful, or he may get booked for celebrating with the crowd. Referee Mike Riley that reaches for his notebook. He will get booked. You can't blame him for celebrating. 42 minutes gone. It was Jamie O'Hara's ball that was played forward. The goalkeeper was off his line. Campbell did well to take it on the chest, to take it around the goalkeeper and score into the empty net. He is going to get booked for that over-exuberant celebration. So O'Hara will take Tottenham's second corner. Played in. All looks like that was handball. Nothing given. The referee was well placed. Sakura cuts out Ozar's ball. O'Hara. Lennon's supporting. Play to the far post. There's the header from Campbell. It's 3-0. Well, what a half this has been for Tottenham. Bang on half-time on 45 minutes. Liverpool fans cannot believe it. Again, it came down the left-hand side. O'Hara played the ball back to Aaron Lennon. Lennon checked inside, delivered the ball, and Fraser Campbell was on hand after Daniel Agger leapt too soon. across, it's taking a deflection of Zakora. Liverpool have another corner. Certainly a more brightly start to the second period by Liverpool. Certainly see more of them now than we have in the first half. Pickett is up from the back. Babel's corner, whipped in, Gomez off his line. There is the header. Well, I said that's throwing the cat amongst the pigeons. It's Plessis that have scored it. Gomez again started to come for it and he stopped, and well, all sorts of confusion. It was Plessis' header. Wins it back, Huddleston calls for it. He's done well to get past Lucas. Oh, poor ball by Huddleston. Pavlyuchenko was in space, going into the area. It's well won back by Tottenham. Zakora. Still Zakora in the area. It's Zakora! It's Pavlyuchenko! 4-1. Great run by Didier Zakora. Pavlyuchenko was, 5 yards out. He stabbed it into the empty net. Goal number 5 for him. It's 4 all on corners. 4-1 of course though, as far as the score is concerned. Gomez off his line and beaten by Sami Hyypiä.
But all good things though must come to an end. Spurs put up a valiant fight against London rivals Fulham, but it was the Cottagers that came out on top and the run was over. This was, however, still the best start to a career for a Spurs manager since 1898.
Huddleston, here is Modric. Bentley! Big chance and it flashes wide.
When Bentley pulls the trigger and it's only inches wide.
Simon Davis, the Welsh international. Oh, David Johnson, could he get there?
Yeah, Davis just whips it into an area. Johnson makes a decent run across the...
Angelan's come forward from the back. Play deep, Simon Davis! Blocked all the way through, but turned in by Andy Johnson! And Fulham do have their second goal, and he scored for the 3rd home game running.
It's a decent ball into the back post. It's man-for-man marking. Simon Davis gets above Gareth Bale and then heads it back into an area. And it falls to that man, Johnny on the spot. Andy Johnson.
Ginas looking to add a bit of drive from the midfield. Spurs need that. Bentley, Fraser Campbell, chance! Taken! Campbell gets his first Premier League goal.
It's a good counter-attack. Spearheaded by Ginas, slips a ball into Bentley, good awareness, and it's a clever slide rule finish from Fraser Campbell.
It was a swift return to winning ways though, as the club hosted Blackburn with Aaron Lennon back to his best in his first start under Harry.
Lead inside 9 minutes. And it's the Russian Roman Pavlyuchenko.
Well, never get caught in possession, really, the last man. That's the key here. Olsen gets caught. Lennon does ever so well. And Pavlyuchenko scores his 6th goal this season.
Well delivered. Base of the post. Denies Tottenham a second.
Pavlyuchenko. What a great delivery in from David Bentley. It's everything that Blackburn know he can do.
Given away to Lennon, whose touch wasn't as certain as it might be, and now he's been fouled. There's a yellow anyway.
I don't think there's any doubt about that.
So Luka, and Lennon is caught by a player who's already been yellow carded and is about to be sent off. Martin Olsen. First dismissal of his career.
I don't think he can have any complaints because I think he got away with one a little earlier.
Bentley in. Lennon struck it. Well saved by Robinson.
I think he took a deflection as well.
Made the stop all the more admirable.
13 points from 18, you know, but it's lucky we have, because when you look where we were with 2 points, it was it could be we would look a very scary league table at the moment if we hadn't had such a fantastic run.
A tough away test would follow in the UEFA Cup. Spurs needed to capitalise on their good form and win to stand a chance of qualification to the knockouts.
Huddleston. Glanced out of play by Fernandes, a fullback from Spain, but who's on loan from Metalurg Donetsk of the Ukraine. O'Hara. Huddleston. Bentley. Here's Bale. Three waiting, and Campbell underside of the bar, and the loose ball nodded in. Jamie O'Hara, the man on the spot, and Spurs have a lead inside 14 minutes. The Redknapp factor working again.
Yeah, super play down the left-hand side. Absolutely cut up the home team. Lovely ball in, Bale racing away, playing that ball in that horrible area. The goalkeeper may have done better, maybe Fraser Campbell might have done better, but O'Hara, following up, makes no mistake. Super ball by David Bentley in the first place, the incisive pass that put Bale away.
That victory moved Spurs into a healthy position in the table, but there would be a wait to discover what was required to achieve qualification. Next up were Everton, and a deflected shot in a tight contest brought a breathless and incredible month to a close.
Shot and it's a goal! Out of nothing, Steven Pienaar! Well, the shirt that he changed just a few moments ago, he now kisses as he wheels away to the Everton fans. And they caught Tottenham Hotspur cold there. The ball took a deflection as it went in, but I'm sure Steven Pienaar will claim it and will get it.
What a month it had been. Off the back of the incredible 4-4 draw with Arsenal, the club beat top-of-the-table Liverpool twice, took a huge stride towards qualification in the UEFA Cup, and clawed themselves off the foot of the table and clear of the relegation zone. December began with a chance for Spurs to further their involvement and retain their Carling Cup trophy. Championship strugglers Watford stood in the way of a semi-final tie, and the Hornets put up a brave fight.
Smith in support. Did well to get his cross in as well. Prescott trying to find a bit of room and scores! Terrific goal! Chalmers, Prescott. Right out of the top drawer, that one. "12 minutes gone, and Watford from the Coca-Cola Championship, the depths of the Coca-Cola Championship, are leading Tottenham in this Carling Cup quarter-final. Are we on for yet another shock? So Akoto with O'Hara. In goes Genus. Penalty. A moment's hesitation from referee Dowd, and then he pointed to the spot. Not so sure myself. Let's see again here. Well, a minimum of contact, you know. Jenkins did prod out his leg. Roman Pavlyuchenko steadying himself here. Faced by Scott Loach, who's been a hero so far tonight for Watford, but not this time. Right into the corner. And that will change now the nature, maybe, of Harry Redknapp's half-time team talk. Tell you what, he nearly got that, you know, the keeper. Certainly only inches away from keeping it out. Then O'Hara to Zakora. Genus with a flick to O'Hara. Lennon. Pavlyuchenko. Chance for Bench. Oh, it's gone in. He has beaten the keeper, I think, on the near post there, Darren Bent. Such relief for Tottenham. This has been a really hard graft for them tonight, but they have finally swung it round. Pavlyuchenko seemed to have lost the ball there. It looked a tight angle, and he has indeed beaten him on that near post. Scott Loach who pulled off some heroic saves in the first half, has to take some blame there.
Going into the next game, Spurs had the inauspicious record of being the only club in the league not to keep a clean sheet away from home. This was something the club were determined to put right.
Oh, Collins has gone through the back of Darren Bent there, surely, yes. Spurs free kick. He's not happy about it, is he? Just led with the elbow through the back of Darren Bent. What can Spurs do with the free kick now? Genius. This is Lennon. Not a bad cross. There's the header. Oh, it's Ledley King. Well, he doesn't get many, but that's a pretty good one. Lovely cross from Aaron Lennon. And the Spurs captain was there to give the visitors the lead. He just found a little bit of space, didn't he, Aaron Lennon? Plonked it on King's head. And the defender did the rest. Grasping at thin air, wasn't he? The goalkeeper, and Harry Redknapp enjoyed it. His captain's given his side the lead. Here's O'Hara, the substitute, lining up a shot. Oh, what about that? That will seal the points for Spurs. And it's young Jamie O'Hara who's pulled one out of the top drawer. Picked up the pass from Chorluka. Had a look. He won't hit too many sweeter. He knew that was in. From the moment he hit it, did Jamie O'Hara.
The return of Berbatov to the lane was the big talking point of the clash with Manchester United, but it was the tireless work of the defence that stole the headlines and shut out the former Spurs hitman.
Ferdinand's head. Now David Bentley. Worth a go from there. Oh, what an effort.
What a strike that is. Beautiful technique, lovely flip up. And he can score them types of goals. Looks slowly but surely as he's settling in there, but that's a wonderful technique, really is.
And now Lennon. Away from Fletcher. Lennon still going here. It's a wonderful run. And Pavlyuchenko. And Van der Sar did brilliantly in the end. Flags up anyway.
Well, it was certainly a poor giveaway, but exciting run for Lennon. It's what he's best at. Good strike.
Lovely turn by Berbatov. Brilliantly away from Masuikoto. Takes on Chorluka now. What a lovely sliding challenge by Dawson.
Great little spin out turn past Dawson. Strong here. Shrugs him up, and I think he gets Chorluka exactly where he wants him. But to be fair, Dawson doesn't get it up. Great saving challenge.
Hard to deliver. Towards Vidic, comes to Ronaldo! Free kick given, it won't count.
Oh, I tell you what, it's harsh. It's very, very harsh. Just brushes his arm. Don't think it's intentional at all.
O'Shea to Park. Oh, and a great save by Gomez.
Well, it's, having said how well he's done, Zakura, I mean, what is he thinking about there? They just let him. I mean, it's so simple. Throw inside, they let him run. It's a real good hit. And it's a tip-over save by Aurelio Gomez.
Raphael. Away from Lennon. A wonderful bit of skill. He asked an awful lot of Carrick, and this is Modric. Purposeful run. Oh, so close.
Yeah, I think the deflection helped him, but really only inches over the bar. Needless giveaway from Rafael da Silva.
To come through as we did, I thought was fantastic. Michael Dawson was excellent tonight at the back, and Chorluka went to the back with him from right back, and Sakura went to right back into that right back spot and did a great job on Ronaldo. It was a terrific performance, in my opinion, a really hard-working performance.
Going into the final match day of the group stages, Spurs knew they needed a point to guarantee a place in the knockout stages. However, the night didn't get off to the cleverest of starts.
Almost played themselves in trouble. Oh, it was an awful mistake in the back by Gilberto. Well, it's Artem Dzyuba who gives Spartak Moscow the lead on 23 minutes. Confusion at the back involving Gilberto. Complete hesitation there involving Gilberto and Gomez. The two Brazilians just left it for each other. The ball forward to Modric. Inside to Fraser Campbell. There's two men outside him on the right. Bentley back to O'Hara. O'Hara goes for goal! Keeper got down to it quickly, just past the post though. Tottenham getting closer. Comes Spartak Moscow again. Dzyuba, he's through. Gomez is caught in no man's land. Is it going to be two? It is. It's a disaster for Tottenham. It goes from bad to worse, and if it stays like this, Tottenham could be looking at elimination. Tottenham defenders seemed to stop. Gomez came, then he stood still. Just sitting down again. Doesn't look best pleased as Mr. Redknapp. Campbell holds it up. Lennon now. Nobody in the area ahead of him. Still Lennon. He's done well. Gets the cross in. Modric! Luka Modric celebrates his first goal for Tottenham. Great stuff by Luka Modric. He goes over to say thank you to Aaron Lennon. It's well played out Tottenham's right.
After 67 minutes and 5 seconds from number 14,
he looked up and he saw Modric was there. And he, with his side foot, played it into the corner of the net. Bentley out to Bale. Nicely played between those two. Bale gets it back. That's a good ball in. Huddleston! Tom Huddleston heads Tottenham level. That was the move of the match for Spurs. Tom Huddleston celebrates his fourth goal of the season. Excellent ball in. Great header by the unmarked Tom Huddleston.
Second goal for Spurs, scored after 73 minutes and 48 seconds.
The comeback ensured safe passage to the knockout phase. Finishing second meant that they would face one of the teams who failed to qualify for the next stage of the Champions League, and so it was clear that it wasn't going to be easy to advance through the round of 32. Back to the league, and the festive fixtures offered Spurs a chance to capitalise on their good run and pull themselves out of the relegation dogfight. It started at St James's Park.
Spurs with the free kick into the danger area, comfortably taken by Given. Looking to release the ball quickly. There's a foot race on here and there's danger. This is Nzogbia, goes down inside the area. The fans want a penalty, they don't need one. Newcastle United take the lead. Charles Nzogbia. As Nzogbia again is being tugged all over the place, gets his cross in, palmed away by Gomez. Blasted across the middle, good reaction by Gomez. Amiobi gets the ball, nicked off him by Dawson, the flag stays down. Here's Modric for Spurs, and Modric equalises. Well, there's boos from the fans. This is why, when the ball was punted forward, there was certainly one player offside, Pavlyuchenko, but Modric wasn't interfering. It's where the interpretation of the rules are very grey, but Modric rattled it home anyway. Here's an header by King, but this is Duff. Viduka to Duff, who scores for Newcastle United. The two substitutes do it for Newcastle.
Here's Modric for Spurs, shrugging off a couple of challenges. Nice feed as well from Modric, and there's the shot. What a goal that would have been from Luka Modric. Made space for himself, and a rasping left foot shot. One back well by Asia Koto, surging forward into Fulham territory. Pulls it back, Lennon must score. Oh, what a save from Schwarzer. Well, you thought Lennon, who'd arrived right on cue, had to score. Goalkeeper had other ideas. Fulham's turn to attack. Ball towards Dempsey. Acrobatics from Dempsey! And from the goalkeeper, Gomez, to deny him. Look at this from the striker. Chests it up for himself, produces the volley over his head. But Gomez, what a fine save from him. Asiakoto with the cross again. Oh, how's Modric not scored there? Inch perfect cross from Asiakoto. Luka Modric, well, he'll have expected to hit the target. Andy Johnson for Fulham, getting in behind the Spurs defence, and the goalkeeper is off his line to deny Johnson.
Spurs forward. Flicked on, heading tennis just at the moment. Challenge on the edge of the area. Moore goes down. And Dawson is in trouble here. He gets a yellow card. Sure, Luka just coming round. Now Brunt is over the ball, but it's Valero. Good save by Gomez. Didn't see an awful lot of that. Woodgate. Asiakoto. Still Asiakoto. Moore goes in, and that's right in front of the referee. What's he going to produce here? It's straight red. And Asiakoto is off the field, and Spurs will have to play the rest of the game with 10 men. Not sure it was deliberate. I think he was just trying to drag back there, Asiakoto. The referee didn't, and he's off. Well, Harry Redknapp just having a debate as to how they'll sort things out. Valero goes down in instalments there. Did Jermaine Genius touch him? Now Valero over it. Brunt is there as well. Oh, great save by Gomez. Well, the big man did really well there. Excellent save. West Ham keeping up the pressure. This is Cech. And it's headed home, and West Bromwich Albion have taken the lead. It's Roman Bednar. West Brom driving forward again. Chance for them here. A great chance to make it 2-0. Still a chance. And Spurs can't keep it out. Craig Beattie turns it home. It looked as though they might make a mess of it, but in the end, West Brom leading 2-0.
The year didn't finish on the high that the form had suggested it might. After a great end to October and an incredible November, the year came to a close with just 1 point in their 3 festive fixtures. It left the team in 16th place, level on points with the team in the relegation zone, but still only 1 win away from 11th place. It was going to be one of the tightest seasons in Premier League history. The new year offered a welcome respite from league football with back-to-back cup games. The first, a third round all-Premier League tie with Wigan.
Haven't seen too many of his runs forward so far, Gareth Bale tonight. Here's Campbell, though, he's through! He's been brought down, it's a penalty! Kingston was off his line quickly, couldn't get there before. The pace of Fraser Campbell. Now this is going to be interesting as to what happens to the goalkeeper. He was the last man. It's a yellow card. Did well, Fraser Campbell. No complaints there from the goalkeeper. He scored from the penalty spot against Watford in the Carling Cup. Roman Pavlyuchenko against Richard Kingston. It's Pavlyuchenko! He sends the keeper the wrong way. His 8th goal of the season, and Tottenham lead on 52 minutes by a goal to nil. He's onside. It's over the bar. It's under the bar. It's over the bar. It's just wide of the post in the end. Now the ball's in the air for a long, long time. Pavlyuchenko beat the offside flag. Definitely onside. The correct decision. It was high in the air. Just bouncing wide in the end. And he gets it. Campbell still bursting forward. Choluka's up as well. We're going to have a man down in Tottenham's area. Choluka plays allowed to continue. O'Hara goes for goal! Sees the post! Modric! And now you've got to say that's the cup tie. Luka Modric scores his first goal in the FA Cup. Good header by Modric into the empty net. Wigan are asking the question as to why play wasn't held up. Just losing out. There's a shot. Ball's not going to be cleared and it's in now. But I said the goal's going to be interesting. And Omri Camara has given Steve Bruce's side a goal. 88 minutes on the clock. Omri Camara gives a bit of life, a bit of hope, and while he checks his watch, Wigan resort to route one football. Sakura should just hold it, goes on a run. It's good play by Didier Sakura. What a time this will be for his first goal. Plays it across to Pavlyuchenko. Pavlyuchenko, it's there! 3-1, Roman Pavlyuchenko wraps it up and secures the cup tie for Tottenham. Pavlyuchenko scores his 9th goal of the season.
There was a surprise in store for the fans at the beginning of the Carling Cup semi-final with Burnley. Fans' favourite Jermaine Defoe was presented to the crowd in an emotional homecoming for the London boy. His return to the club was the manager's first move to reunite the best players with the club again.
Jermaine made 177 appearances in our colours in all competition during his first spell at the club between January 2004 and January 2008, during which time he scored 64 goals. Could you please welcome back onto the White Hart Lane pitch, Jermaine Defoe?
Patterson. Forward to Eagles. Skillful player, Chris Eagles. He's got behind Gareth Bale. It's Eagles who plays it across, and that's the lead. Well, Burnley have a dream start. The travelling fans celebrate. It all started down Burnley's right-hand side. I was saying what a skillful player Chris Eagles is. He got beyond Bentley and Gareth Bale. He played a low cross, and there waiting at the far post, totally unmarked, was Martin Patterson. Lennon, good ball out to Choluka. Good, lively, positive start. He's done well, Choluka. Couldn't get beyond Jordan, but he has won a corner. Crescendo of noise now around the ground. Woodgate and Dawson are up there. In it comes, play to the far post. It's Dawson! Michael Dawson's header brings Tottenham level. He's on hand again for his first goal of the season tonight. It was a fine header. Modric plays it out to Pavlyuchenko. Still Pavlyuchenko. O'Hara! That's there! Well, it's a disaster at the back for Jensen, but Jamie O'Hara brings White Hart Lane to its feet. Pavlyuchenko went for the shot. The ball broke to the far side of the area to Jamie O'Hara. You've got to feel sorry for Brian Jensen. The ball went straight underneath him. Here you see it there. Good left foot shot. McDonald puts his hands on his head. Jamie O'Hara, by contrast to the goalkeeper, celebrates his 4th goal of the season. Here's Zakora. O'Hara bails out on the left, good ball to pick him out. Pavlyuchenko, he's through, it's 3-1! Roman Pavlyuchenko keeps up his great goal scoring record in this competition. Got to be careful not to get booked over there. 65 minutes gone, and Tottenham extend their lead by 3-1. And here come Tottenham again. Fraser Campbell finds the Russian hitman. So O'Hara will take it. The ball played in, it's an own goal! It's 4-1! Well, it's reminiscent of what happened last year. It's an own goal. Great delivery again by O'Hara. I think it's come off Duff. Mike Duff with the header.
Spurs were again to face Wigan in the first league match of the new year. However, it wasn't going to be another victory, as a late strike from Wigan sealed the points for the home side.
Decent ball in, and Zaki was close. Wigan Athletic on the attack again. Heskey. Gomez stood tall and stood strong. Well, he had just to make himself big, Gomez, and he did. Taylor with another corner for Wigan Athletic. And that time Spurs weren't able to deal with it. Right at the end of the game, and it's Figueroa who scored it. Maynor Figueroa, unmarked.
Oh, that's loose, and it's Jermaine Defoe with a real chance. Wide. Within 8 minutes of his first game against his former club, he could and perhaps should have taken the lead for Spurs here. End-to-end stuff here. Aaron Lennon, Jermaine Defoe makes a run, Lennon goes for goal himself! And it's palmed wide by David James. What a really good game this is. Lennon now. As Pavlyuchenko in support. Jermaine Defoe is there as well! What a save! And it's top class from David James. And again, Jermaine Defoe comes agonisingly close to the opening goal. All the hard work done by Aaron Lennon. He's been a live wire down that right-hand side for Spurs. He stood up the cross brilliantly. Aaron Lennon. Defoe and Bent in the middle, still Aaron Lennon. It's deflected! Oh, what a save! That is right out of the top drawer. David James rescues Portsmouth again. Armand Traore now, leading the charge forward. Still Armand Traore. It's a wonderful one. It's Nugent to hit it. Oh, what a goal! It's their first in the Premier League for Portsmouth, and what a time to get it! Brilliant counter-attacking football. Armand Traore's pace used to great effect. Can Spurs get back on terms? This is Didier Zakora. Jermaine Defoe back to Zakora. Trying to find an opening, it's Modric. She'll try and play Defoe in! And there's the equaliser, and it just had to be Jermaine Defoe. Found by Modric. And this time David James could do nothing to stop the shot. Hit with power and pace. Jermaine Defoe. O'Hara. Bentley's not offside. And he's swinging it here for Bent! Oh, what a miss! It's
Spurs went into the second leg with a 3-goal advantage over Championship outfit Burnley, but the Clarets had already knocked Fulham, Chelsea and Arsenal out of the competition. But a 3-goal deficit couldn't be overcome, could it?
Here's Blake. He's gone and scored! He's done it again. It was a sumptuous goal at the weekend, and that's another one right out of the top drawer. And well, he might question his positioning, and there is life in this semi-final yet. This is Elliott for Burnley. Now Blake taking on Gunter. Still Robbie Blake, right across the face of goal and in from McCann. They will raise the roof now at Turf Moor. Blake taking on the responsibility. Aiming for the likes of Darpot, Carlisle and young Rodriguez. Alec tapped it out, lost it, what's in? And it is Rodriguez! Unbelievable! Such quick reactions from 19-year-old Jay Rodriguez, a player who's come up through the youth academy at Turf Moor. And he has delivered what is in effect an equaliser in the semi-final. And they will need another 30 minutes to decide who goes on to the Carling Cup final at Wembley. As he disputed possession then with Woodgate. Jermaine Defoe. In by Bale, Asu Akoto, Pavlyuchenko! Would you believe it? Tottenham refused to be written off. Whose fans now, and there aren't that many of them here, but those who have travelled up are going absolutely potty. It's that man, Roman Pavlyuchenko, once again. As he continues his scoring form in the Carling Cup. Nothing Jensen could do this time. To win it, one more, it'll be a penalty shootout. Pavlyuchenko in for Jermaine Defoe, who might pitch it here, and has! Well, they've kept it quiet, but that's the measure of Jermaine Defoe. Really clinical. Pavlyuchenko's pass. Alexander, with that tired lunge, couldn't get to him in time. Beyond Jensen, right into the corner. 3-2 on the night. Tottenham 6-4, the aggregate lead.
With a place in another Wembley final secure, Spurs travelled to Manchester to face the team they would meet in the final. It was a measure of the task that they would have in front of them to reclaim their Carling Cup crown.
Pavlyuchenko goes in and scores. Well, there's no disagreeing about that from Tottenham's point of view. A glancing touch from Roman Pavlyuchenko, who bailed Spurs out at Burnley on Wednesday night, and he's brought the goal touch from the Carling Cup into the FA Cup. 2 goals in the third round and 1 here at Old Trafford in round 4.
Well, Manchester United were unbalanced there. Fabio was in the centre-half position. Pavlyuchenko was at the far post. He got across the front of Vidic and just glanced that in from Huddleston's cross. It's a great ball from Huddleston, but an even better header from Pavlyuchenko. And for once, Vidic was beaten in the air. The slight touch there just gets across the front of Vidic. Foster had no chance.
Pull back for Scholes, and via a touch or two along the way, it's ended up past Ben Alec, and Manchester United, who've been knocking on the door, have found a way through it.
Alec had no chance really, was unsighted, ball was going well wide.
And here's Berbatov, and they could be in front. Here they are, and that's what the Tottenham fans at that end of the stadium were dreading. But the majority inside Old Trafford have seen yet again Manchester United respond to the challenge of being a goal down.
Back in league action, and the club were determined to avenge their defeat earlier in the season against Stoke.
Stoke City yet to win away, but Spurs have scored only 8 times in the league at home this season. Bentley looking to take on Higginbottom on that side. He has got his cross in here, away by Shawcross, the former Manchester United youngster. Modric has done well here, engineers some space. Luka Modric. Good work from the Croatian.
Well, he engineered the space. I just thought he could have slipped Lennon in at the last moment.
Towering header by Dawson, who's a big favourite already of Harry Redknapp. Just as well, Ledley being injured. Lennon here. Lennon with a chance, and Lennon with a goal! Beautifully done! Solo goal from Aaron Lennon, giving Spurs the lead.
Wilkinson's backing off, gets in the area, gives him too much room really on his left-hand side. And he can't come over on the cover in time to get the block in. But it's good direct play by Lennon.
Pavlyuchenko, Defoe, brilliantly worked! Oh, that is a wonderful goal! Beautifully created and expertly taken by Jermaine Defoe.
Just watch this little bit of movement between the two. That's lovely, isn't it? And a great finish as well. Lovely ball though from Pavlyuchenko. Just let it roll across his body, one touch, and straight into the path of Defoe. 2-0.
Tottenham rampant at the moment. Modric plays it in, and there's another goal as well. Michael Dawson this time, and Spurs hit 3 goals at home for the first time in the Premier League this season.
Short corner, Modric comes over, just a little wag on his left foot, in comes the cross, Dawson loses his marker again, 3-0. He just can't live with the movement and the pace of Spurs tonight.
Bentley delivers another one, Abdullah 5. Lennon's picked it up though here. Back to Defoe and off the line by Shawcross. Otherwise, that was 4-0. It was Wilkinson in the end who got the final block in.
Good play by Lennon, again moving it in and around the area nice and quickly, cuts it back for Defoe, hits the target. Good position from Wilkinson.
Pavlyuchenko! Always just whistling wide from the racket.
In fairness, I think Sorensen may have got there, had it hit the target, but it's still a great effort.
Here's Beattie, big chance, and he's taken it too. First goal for Stoke for James Beattie, and does that change things?
So that's sloppy from Dawson. We've just bigged him up, and then Delap just nicks it onto Everington. Lovely little chip ball to the far side, but look at the second touch. That's great second touch, because the first one just got away from him, but he adjusted his body ever so well.
We passed the ball superb in the first half. You know, we could have come in 5 or 6 up, really. We were that dominant, and we really did play well. I was delighted with the players tonight.
There's Makakula. Real chance for a reason. Makakula, the Portuguese striker, to open his account. It sat up nicely, but swung it wide. Just as Bolton are trying to improve their home form, Tottenham are trying to improve their away form as well this season. It's been a free kick here to Bolton Wanderers. It's that time just crashing into Ricardo Gardner. Matt Taylor jostling for position as well, and it's deflected in. Big Grenier claims it. If it's his first goal for Bolton Wanderers.
It's a great free kick, comes in nice and flat, and he's alone. There's nobody marking him, the keeper can't come for it. It's a free header, 1-0 to the Trotters.
Stadium has not been home sweet home for Bolton Wanderers lately. Lost 4 out of their last 5. Kevin Davis forward, 2-0. Crucial goal for Bolton Wanderers, and it's the captain who's got it, Kevin Davis.
What a finish that is from the finest of angle. He's controlled it very, very well. Chipped it with a little bit of power back across Cudicini, and he's found the inside of the rigging. A great finish there.
So Wander on on the overlap. It's onside, Pascal Chimbonda. Lovely lay back, Tottenham are back in this. Darren Bent with the finish. 19 minutes left to play.
Excellent ball played in here by Lennon. He is level. Chimbonda just squares the ball back. Bolton defence wrong-footed. It's hardly the sweetest strike that Darren Bent's ever made, but boy does it look sweet for Harry at the moment.
Tottenham with their tails up. Lennon, Chimbonda. Somebody was expecting a cross. Chimbonda eventually does get the cross in. And on the stretch was Palacios, saved by Jääskeläinen. It's there again. Tottenham Hotspur have turned the game on its head. Thanks to that man, Darren Bent. It's 2-2.
There's a good strike comes in. I think it's from Palacios. Jääskeläinen keeps it out, but the ball is whipped back in by Darren Bent through the keeper's legs. What can Bolton do now? They seem home and hosed.
Can they get their noses in front again? Kevin Davies going up. It's in. Kevin Davies again. And surely now Bolton have won this.
It's a terrific corner. Kevin Davies is left above everybody. The goalkeeper's cut off. And from close in, it's a brave header, it's a big header.
A January with an incredible 8 games over 3 competitions concluded another incredible month in Spurs' roller-coaster season. Another Wembley final was secured and the up-and-down league form continued, but it was the off-the-field activities that were grabbing the headlines. After re-securing the services of long-time Arry favourite Jermaine Defoe, the manager went out and brought Pascal Chimbonda back to the club after less than a season away from the lane. But this was nothing in comparison to his next move. After much speculation, Robbie Keane made an emotional return to White Hart Lane. The prolific goal scorer had not had the best of times at Anfield, but made it clear that the only club he would think of moving to would be a return to Spurs.
There's only one choice, one team that I would come back to, and obviously and that's Tottenham. And I've made a lot of friends here in the club and outside the club, and with fans. I've had a great relationship with the fans here. They've always been spot on to me. So I'm back now, and I'm here to get Tottenham Hotspur back up that league.
Another big signing by the manager before the transfer window shut was the capture of highly rated and Premier League experienced Wilson Palacios from Wigan to strengthen the midfield. Robbie Keane, newly installed at the club as captain, made his second debut against Arsenal. Another 8-goal thriller was a lot to ask, but another point from the contest was a welcome return for the manager.
Goal. It was just missed by Robbie Keane, got in front of his own teammate Pavlyuchenko.
11 against 11, I thought we were the better team, and then it made it difficult.
Since his arrival, the manager had made it clear that the club's main priority was Premier League survival. With this in mind, a side including a number of the club's highly rated youngsters made the European trip to the Ukraine.
Tottenham much brighter in the second half. Razvan Rats was saying only last week that he felt that Shakhtar produced their best form in the Champions League, perhaps a bit too late. A blur of orange shirts just ahead of Gomes. Jadson with 7 to pick out. Oh, and Gomes has come and hasn't been able to claim. It's an extraordinary substitution because with his first touch, Zaleshnov has scored and put Shakhtar Donetsk in front.
He's free, nobody marking him.
Tottenham would like the away goal, but they'll certainly settle for 1-0. They don't want it to be 2-0, but they're under more pressure here. It's Jadson. It's a brilliant run. It's a fantastic goal as well.
You've got to say that Jadson has travelled a long way. Jadson just travels too far. Little 1-2, keeps going. It opens up. He passes Gunter. Does he go near post? Does he go across the keeper? Goes across the keeper. Lovely 1-2 with William. Jadson composed, slides it past Gomes.
Back in league action, and the rested first-team players made sure of taking advantage of the mismatch with a winning display against a Hull side slipping back after a good start to the season.
It's a nice ball for Darren Bent, and it's a straight race between Bent and Gardner. And it's the former Spurs player that wins the race. Really well-timed challenge by Gardner. Modric takes the corner kick short. Aaron Lennon in acres of space on the edge of the area. Here he is now. And Spurs lead. Really good finish by Aaron Lennon. And Hull City punished for allowing him so much room on the edge of the area. It's going to be Andy Dawson here to take the corner kick for Hull. Oh, Cudicini came, and it came off Palacios and turned home. It's Michael Turner with the goal. The centre-half's 5th of the season. On level at the KC Stadium. Spurs unlucky. Kuzan! Well, he really got hold of that. Instinctive shot from Daniel Kuzan. Modric will take the free kick. Will he go for goal? Strikes it into the penalty area. Good header, and off the crossbar. Vedran Čorluka coming ever so close for Spurs. The two Croatians combining almost to great effect. Dawson whips it in there. Oh, Cudicini was stranded and it came back off the woodwork. Phil Brown denied that second goal. Once more from a corner kick. Hull causing all sorts of problems. Zayate with the header. Turner was in there as well. Modric goes short here. Now it's Aaron Lennon. Jermaine Genius. Anti-forward for Spurs. Masuakoto. Woodgate! It's there! Massive goal for Spurs with just 4 minutes remaining. Jonathan Woodgate's first goal of the season. Perfect timing.
Could be faced with extra time and maybe even penalties tonight. Here's O'Hara though. Long way out, it's a good shot. Jamie O'Hara with the effort. He scored 1 goal in Europe this season, away at Nijmegen. Shot from 25 yards there. Here's Obika. Obika goes for goal! Not far away. Oh, John Obika, he's not scared to hit them. He scored a hat-trick the last time he played here at White Hart Lane with the youth team in the FA Youth Cup against Sheffield United a couple of rounds ago. Scored down 1 down that end, and he wasn't far away there from giving Tottenham the lead tonight. Bale. Nice touch by Fraser Campbell. Here's Giovanni in the area. Giovanni! What a way to score your first goal for your club, just when they needed it, and boy oh boy is he enjoying it, and so are they. It was an excellent touch by Fraser Campbell. Giovanni had so much to do. He picked his spot from the edge of the area, and he hammered the ball home from 18 yards. It was an excellent shot that was drilled in with his left foot. Tottenham need 1 goal, and Giovanni has given them hope. Jadson, here's Fernandinho. Well, it's all over now. Good finish by Fernandinho. And the Ukrainians know that they are now going through, and it's a night of disappointment for Tottenham.
The European adventure ended for another season, but with the Carling Cup final on the horizon and Premier League responsibilities in the forefront of the manager's mind, there was still plenty to play for. With only 2 league games played in the month, the league position hadn't altered a great deal, but league positions and relegation issues were put to the back of everyone's mind for another trip to the new Wembley. The stories were there to be written. One club determined to retain the trophy they had won the year previous, against a side still alive on all fronts, gunning for a unique quadruple.
Cautious approach play this time from United. Ronaldo. On by Tevez. Now Nani. But he's shot away too. And Gomez at full stretch, just with his fingertips to that, to push it round the post.
Yes, Nani loves doing that, coming off his little perch here on the left-hand side onto his right side. Good strike. And I'm not sure if that would have gone in anyway.
Gibson. United really going for a hit now, right at the depth. Cristiano Ronaldo has got through on the post. Nani on the follow-up, puts it wide. Wow.
What a strike that was. He's turned down shooting opportunities on 3 occasions, but he certainly didn't there. Gomez nowhere near it, and it came off so quickly that Nani at the far post couldn't just knock it into an empty net. But what a strike that was.
But it wasn't to be.
And certainly before this game here, they will have been thinking that it might go to penalties, and they'll have been looking at videos of different people taking penalties, and hopefully get an idea of where they actually put, where their favourite position for putting those penalties are.
And that's nice to see too. 2 old chaps, mutual respect, certainly between the two, Alex Ferguson and Harry Redknapp. Oof, just about. Facing Foster. Oh, he saved it! And now there's 6 goals in the competition itself. And he scores! Foster, who's made one superb save, but not this time. Here is Cristiano Ronaldo. And he made it look easy. Here's this one. Oh, he's put it wide! Anderson, the Brazilian. Yes! And Manchester United have won the Carling Cup.
There was no cup final hangover as the players returned to the lane, heads held high, and demolished a lacklustre Borough side.
Well, mistake which has led him down in. Can he find the shot? He can, but Gomez has turned it away. Well, Tottenham nearly architects of their own downfall there. Stuart Downing turned, but he couldn't beat the goalkeeper. Genius lifting it into the area. Oh, Lennon unmarked, and inches away from giving Tottenham the lead. Great vision from Genius and Lennon at full stretch. Modric to take the corner then. Plenty to aim at. Flicked on, and there's Robbie Keane. His first Tottenham goal since returning from Liverpool in January. Didn't deal with the corner Middlesbrough, and Robbie Keane, unmarked at the back post, swept it home. How much will that mean to him? Well, this is Tunchai. Good control, wonderful finish. Oh, but you know, it's not going to count. You know what? It's not going to count. Flags up. Tunchai thought it equalised, but just strayed beyond the final defender. Lovely finish though, wasn't it, from Tunchai? Oh, Modric shaking off the challenge. Pavlyuchenko wants the cross. He gets it, and Pavlyuchenko's put Spurs 2-0 up. First goal in 6, but he had Modric to thank for creating it. Oh, Lennon onside and in on goal. And what a composed finish from Aaron Lennon. Points should be safe now for Spurs. Had a look, picked his spot. 3-0. Tunshai looking for the cross. Oh, it's hit the post. Well, I'm not sure it was a shot from Tunshai, but it's come back off the woodwork. Genius for the run of Bent ahead of him. Oh, might find his way to Lennon again. Lovely dink finish from Aaron Lennon. If there was any doubt before, there no longer is. 4-0 to Spurs, and that's 5 for the season now for Aaron Lennon.
I said to him tonight, I said, the supporters are going to give you a terrific reception tonight because you did them proud on Sunday, and that's what they did. To score 4 goals was nice tonight, you know, against a Middlesbrough team that have been playing very well, so that was encouraging.
What a start to the game. Spurs have got to come out now, but he's made the most of it.
It will be a tricky end, and then a home tie against the Chelsea side rejuvenated under Gus Hiddink.
It's Jermaine Jenas who gets there and heads Tottenham into the league. Zakora is having a...
If the club could take something from the final game of the month, the team could start to look upwards in the league. They did more than just that, though.
Pasingwa. Modric helping out in defence. Essien gets it back from Anelka, shoots, and parried. Belletti goes in, and Gomez hangs on.
With such good play from Chelsea, the interchange of passes, and it's a great left-footed effort.
6 wins in 25 games as a manager against Chelsea. Harry Redknapp has lost 15 of those. Exactly 10 years since his last win over Chelsea. Here's Robbie Keane, beaten away by Cech. Well, didn't need a second invitation to shoot.
It's a good chance for Robbie Keane, but it's such poor defending. Keane doesn't care about that, takes advantage, and it's a good effort.
Chelsea finally getting the ball away.
Well, that's happened too often in there. Ballard getting caught in possession.
Lennon zips it into Modric, and Spurs are in front. Fantastic finish on Luka Modric.
He realises, Aaron Lennon, that he doesn't need to beat Ashley Cole, and he has the wherewithal to pull it back into a good area in behind. And Modric finishes it brilliantly.
Well, that's a foul by Modric, and that would be a yellow card as well.
Not sure if the Croatian deserves a yellow card for this. Maybe his foot is a little high. He's making a legitimate challenge for the ball there. I don't feel it's malicious.
Lampard takes. John Terry's in there! Oh, what a save by Gomez! Sensational goalkeeping!
Well, it's a decent ball in to a good area. And John Terry just gets off the back of Jonathan Woodgate, and it's a miraculous save from Aurelio Gomez.
7th Chelsea corner in stoppage time. Alex is up! Oh, off the bar! Amazing! Chelsea so close to an equaliser.
He's so frustrated, he climbs, he heads it into the ground, and it bounces, and then off the bar, and then Gomez has the awareness to just flick it away from a danger area.
Is there one last chance for Chelsea? Basingwa, Alex with the flick on, it's Flo on Malouda, it just wouldn't fall for him. Good save by Gomez, corner kick.
You thought Alex would be the last chance, but there's another chance for Malouda. It just doesn't fall for him, and he side foots it instead of using the laces.
Lampard's corner. Alex is there again. This is Ballack. Blocked on the line. They're appealing for handball. It doesn't matter. It's full time. Is that the final nail in Chelsea's title dreams? Harry Redknapp with his first win over Chelsea in 10 years.
We worked hard, played well. Everybody did their job. I felt we may have a problem with the way they play with the extra man in midfield, and Robbie Keane dropped in and got round Ballack, so we matched them up in there when we never had possession. And but everybody played their part today. It was a terrific performance.
was an end to yet another action-packed month. The club had battled honourably in the Carling Cup final, and to lose on penalties was unfortunate. But the team showed great spirit to come back from that and finish the month unbeaten. In fact, the winning run in the league stretched back nearly 2 months. Sitting 11th in the league and just 2 points from the magical 40-point mark, the club could look up for the first time in the season. Roll on April. The new month, however, didn't get off to the best of starts with a shock.
It's going to be Robbie Keane for Tottenham Hotspur.
But the club would return home to face a local rival that were also chasing down that final Europa League placing, West Ham United.
Huddleston. We go for goal here. Real power in the shot from Huddleston. Chorluka, Modric. Lovely feet now, it's Pavlyuchenko! Twists, turns, and then finds the finish. The Russians' 14th goal of the season. Pavlyuchenko. Aaron Lennon in acres of space, surely now. Was he brought down? Keane with the shot, cleared off the line by Collins.
41 points. The unthinkable relegation issue was finally put to bed, and the club, having beaten West Ham, were in touching distance of a 4th successive European campaign.
I think he does touch it, and he just gets under it.
Determined to capitalise on back-to-back victories, the club travelled to the Theatre of Dreams, fearing no one, and got out of the blocks the quickest, only to be denied.
Does enough to deflect that chance away.
Well, first of all, it's a great effort, falls nicely for him, he hits it full on the volley, but that's a great save from Gomez. The restlessness around Old Trafford today.
It's a goal. It's a goal for Manchester United. It is 4-2. Palacios. Now it's United who have to defend their 2-goal cushion. Darren Bent, great effort.
Good strike, and the side, I think always had this one covered. Always going wide of the post.
A frustrating match brought a stop-start month to a close. With 4 games to play, the club sat in 10th place, the first time they'd broken into the top half all season, but more tellingly, just 3 points from 7th, which would be enough to secure Europa League qualification. The club knew that it would be a tough run-in, and making sure they won their home games would put themselves in the best possible position come the final reckoning. Starting the month at home to the basement side West Brom meant a must-win game, and the club didn't disappoint.
Spurs having to defend the corner here as Brunt prepares to take it. Headed towards the line, good save by Gomez. It was a good height for him, but it was from very close in indeed. And Gomez made an excellent save. Modric. West Brom get it clear. Modric again. Space to cross here. Lennon. Good effort. Very good effort indeed. And Carson made an excellent save. Really got hold of that one, Lennon. The England manager, an interested spectator. Chorluka. This is Genius. Good strike by Jermaine Genius. And he puts Tottenham Hotspur in front. Just shifted the ball. It was placement rather than power. Coolness itself from Jermaine Genius. And there could be a problem here. This is Fortune for West Bromwich Albion. Still Fortune, tries a shot, and the upright hit again. Well, it took a deflection. Marc-Antoine Fortune had the shot here. Chorluka got the block in, and so did the post. Again, cleared off the line by Defoe. It was cleared off the line by Jermaine Defoe. I think it was Martis that got the header in, and Defoe in the right place at the right time.
Well, Spurs have only conceded 9 at home this season, and Gomez is trying to make sure it's not 10. Another good save by the Brazilian. Wonderful save. There's Defoe now for Spurs. He's got Lennon outside him. This is Lennon. Still Lennon. And again, the upright hit. A wry smile from Aaron Lennon. Lovely piece of play.
An away trip to FA Cup finalist Everton, who despite securing European football for the season were still hunting down a second successive fifth-place finish. But as they had the previous season, Spurs stuck to their task well and came away from Goodison with a much-deserved point.
The two sides battling for a Europa League place here, and Spurs on the attack. Good ball by Genius, Keane. Lescott got the challenge in. Well, applause from Tim Howard for this challenge by Jolyon Lescott. That allowed the block. Just wide of the target for the former Millwall man. Cahill using Yobo as a shot, just wide. Turn as well by Defoe.
Another side sniffing around a Europa League placing was Manchester City. Another proverbial assured the club finished their home campaign on a high note. Only 10 goals were conceded in the league at the Lane, breaking an 89-year club record. And just one league defeat in 15 home games since Harry's arrival, with White Hart Lane a fortress once more.
Good save by Given, really good save. Given saved. Practically came out on top. Over the top from Benjani.
And so it was still possible to sneak into Europe, grab a win against Liverpool and look for Fulham to slip up. Easier said than done, though.
Jamie Carragher in an old familiar role at right back today. Tottenham making heavy weather of getting it clear, and Gerrard with a scorching effort but not hitting the target.
Well, he's so good at that. He was always going to take it first time here, Steven Gerrard, and he gets so much of the inside of his foot around the ball there.
Skirtle and Agger have tended to battle between them for the centre-back berth alongside Jamie Carragher this season, but both getting an opportunity today. Slip by Asu Akoto affords Count the chance to cross, and Torres is free! That's the milestone goal. Quicker than Dalglish, quicker than Fowler, Owen, Aldridge and Rush. Fernando Torres reaches 50 in the red shirt of Liverpool.
But as Count has it wide here, Chaluka can see the ball and Torres, but he switched off for a second. Torres pulled off on back post, and the rest is history. Not a great deal of pace on the cross, but he gets this absolutely flush, the striker.
Oh, Defoe, he's onside here, and Rayner is committed, but committed himself well.
Well, he looks across Jermaine Defoe, he was certainly onside. This is a terrific run here. Love a little shallow run, certainly onside, in behind Agger.
Well, Harry's familiar glum expression at Anfield. Alonso uses Count. Well, it falls for Benayoun. Count! Oh, deflected it off Hutton. And that should be game over.
Gomez is already on his way down. And there's absolutely nothing he can do about that.
Gerrard's in behind here! Oh! Well, a third goal there for the taking, but the post prevents it.
Gets it out his feet, he's under pressure from Asu Akoto.
Here's Aurelio. Oh, that's awkward for Gomez, but turns it to the relative safety.
Alonso again with the head up, no question he's trying to find the top corner.
Oh, and Robbie Keane is through here and onside, and has a chance to get on the score sheet at Anfield. Well, never a doubt once he was in that position.
Oh, it's very tight. I think if anyone is Jamie Carragher, who's playing Robbie Keane onside. He had all the time in the world to get his head up, opened his body as if he was going to knock it to Rayner's left-hand side, and then just closes his foot here at the last moment. It's a terrific finish.
Yossi Benayoun restores the two-goal cushion for Liverpool.
And he knows he has to play it early, otherwise Benayoun runs offside. Timing was perfection. Gomez, you'd have to say, is unlucky because he gets some of his right arm onto this, but just not quite enough.
Another rollercoaster season of emotion and revolution at Spurs. The club had battled on all fronts to overcome adversity, returned to Wembley for their second successive Carling Cup final, and play some attractive and at times incredible football. The final league standing meant that there were improvements on last season, both in final position and points tally. But one thing is for sure, whatever the outcome, it is never dull being a Spurs fan.
Low cross play to the far post. Bentley!
Pavlyuchenko, fine finish.